Good evening guys, welcome to my tutorial, and this time this video is going to be on the MS Access database. And so today we'll actually learn how you can record the steps, when you actually import Excel files or text files, from the external source. When you pick up the files and you want to import them in the MS Access, and suppose you have, let's say, 10 or 12 files which you import day by day. So what we'll do is we not only learn that how you can import data into MS Access, but at the same time I will be telling you that how can you even record those steps. It's not a more of a recording, but how you can save those steps, so next time when you are going to import the data, you really don't have to do those manual steps again and again. So this is going to be very, very interesting. And so let us quickly start this. So I have prepared some dummy files for you guys. First of all, let us just open this MS Access database. So that's my database, and it is exactly empty. I have not done anything, right? This is empty. There is no table, as you can see here. So now what exactly we want to do is we want to import these files one by one, and these files are I have saved these files in my D drive. Doesn't really matter where they are as long as you have the access. So let me just show you what exactly I have in this file. So that's a dummy data I have prepared for you, and you see here that I have got some employee IDs with their qualification, and this is a file which is let us assume that is sent by department A, right? So similarly, department B, department C, and department D, all these files have these data, but the different data. So we have the employee ID, and we have their actually status. Let me just show you. This is how this is going to be. And let me open the department C. So in department C you have the different employee IDs, or you can say the roll numbers. Let me just open this. So you have this roll number, qualification, and similarly department D has some different roll numbers and the qualification, whether they're the graduate, undergraduate, and so on. So just imagine you have these 10 to 15 files which are what you're doing is you are actually importing them in your database regularly. So instead of importing them one by one every day, you can actually save those steps. So let us first see that how we can actually import them in the Access. So go to the external data. So I'm using Access 2010, and so you might be in some different version, but the concept remains same, right? You might have some different this ribbon, maybe if you are on like 2013 or 2007, but the steps are same, right? So go to the Excel file, external data Excel file. Now choose the location. What location do you want to choose? So specify the source of the data. Now you can even link this file by choosing this option, which I do not want, because I don't want to link it. I actually want to import it. So I'll choose this, import the source data into a new table in the current database. So source data is something which I am going to select by choosing this option, which is called the browse, and new table means that we'll actually give the name to that table where we are going to import this file. So let us first quickly go to the browse, click on the browse, and let us go to our files. So as I said that I have my files in the D drive, so I can press D drive and I can open it. Now I see all the files one by one. So what I'm going to do is I can click on the department A, department B one by one, and this is going to give me the view as well, right? So I select department A for now, and I click open. The moment you click open, you see now the file is there, right? Now what you need to do is you need to press OK. Perfect. Now you have this window. Now in your Excel file you have 3 sheets. In my actually Excel file there were 3 sheets, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Both of these sheets are empty, so obviously there is no fun of choosing this file. So I'll keep this option on for this workbook, which is the sheet 1. Now this is the sample data. You can see here that Access Intelligence, this text to column wizard has already separated this data, and this is how exactly I want in my table. Perfect. So I don't want to do anything. Go to the next option. Now, do you want this row should contain some heading? Obviously I would want, otherwise how I'm going to distinguish that what these numbers are for, and what is this graduate and postgraduate, what does actually this mean. So we are going to give this employed in qualification as a header. If I'm going to uncheck this, you see that this employee ID and qualification will not be going to added in my header, but it is going to be added in my data, right, according to as per these numbers, right? So Access will treat them as some something which is sort of data, right, which is exactly I do not want. So I want the header, so I'm keeping this first row. I'll go to the next. Now that's fine. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to change the formatting, so that's perfectly fine. I don't want to do any sort of changes on the data type. So whatever Access has chosen, I will go with that, no problem. Go to the next, and in the next, now it says let Access add primary key. So primary key concept is actually you will not be able to allow any duplicate entry in your table, but this point in time I'm really not interested in that, and moreover this is not the topic of this video. So maybe I'll go ahead and upload some another video will be telling you what exactly is the primary key. But for now you can understand that the primary key, if you are going to set the primary key, Excel will give the unique numbers, and these numbers will never be repeated, right? So if you have these 1 2 3 4 ID numbers, and tomorrow you come back to this database, open it, and you try to add something which is already there, let's say ID number 4, and employee ID might be different, qualification might be different, but Access will not allow you to enter those that particular ID because it is already assigned. So that's the purpose of this primary key. So I'll keep it no primary key. We'll go to the next. We don't really need it, right? Now import to the table. So what table you want to name? So let's say we can give the name department underscore A, right? All right, so I don't want to analyze, that's fine. I'll finish it, and when you finish it, the last step is to close it. So you can even close it, no problem in that, but this time I'm going to save as well. So what it is going to do is, whatever the steps I have done so far on this file A, right, this is going to be recorded in the backend of this Access, the steps, right? So save as, you can name it whatever you want. So let it be like this, import department A, and you can give the description, like for example this will import data from file A to my table department A, right? That's fine. We don't have to do all this stuff, create Outlook task. It can be connected with the Outlook as well, but that's again not the topic, not the objective of this video. So I simply go ahead and save import. So I've clicked on the save import, and the name department is already in use. Enter a different name or click on the manage data. So this name is already there, might be because in the previously I think I have actually done this for somebody, so we can name it, maybe we can give a different name. So let's say I'm gonna name this as importing underscore file department A. Remember this name, right? Save import. All right, so this is going to be saved. Now you can check this where it is, it has saved actually under this external data. Click on the saved import. Now you see here I have import department A, I have this import department C, and I have here importing underscore file department A. This is what we have just recorded, right? This is what we have saved exactly, right? So I can run it from here. We'll do that, but for now let's just go ahead and import the other files as well. And I don't need these files, this was some another purpose, so let me just delete them. So you can delete it from here, and this is how. So we'll just keep this file, right? So I'm going to close it. Now watch this again. This is going to be a revision for you. Again, go to the Excel file, click on the browse, ensure that your tab is import, and open this file. This should be selected because you want to import. Once you have the file, click OK, and I will be a little fast here now. Just check out the sheet which you want to import. I have my data in the sheet 1, so I'll select sheet 1. I want to keep the headings, of course. Next, and that's fine. I'll not touch this. No, I don't want any primary key. So same steps we are doing, but for the different table, and this time I'll give this name as department underscore B, right? Finish, and you can save them again, right? And you can give this name importing department B, and you can write, you know, blah blah things here, right? Whatever you want to write. So just saved import. Now we'll go again to this, and you see that I have now this department A and I have here department B. Both the things are available here, right? So just close this. Now again go to the Excel. Now we'll import the another file which is department C. Open, and this will remain as it is. Okay, so let me just do it quickly without explaining. And here we'll give the name department C. Now remember guys, this time I'm not going to save this for the C file, right? So that we will be able to understand that what exactly, you know, is going to happen if you're not going to save this, because this is not mandatory, right? Many of the guys, when they work on the Access, you know, they don't do this, right? Also might be because they are not aware of the feature, or might be because you really, you know, not like to save that because that's something which you don't do regularly, right? But so I'm just keeping it off this time, so I'll just close it, right? Now if you go to the import, you see that we don't have anything added here, so we just have previous two entries here. There is no entry which is created for this file C. So I hope now you understand the difference. And so last thing which I want to do is, again I'll go to the Excel, and the last file which we have is department D, and so again we'll go quickly. And we'll give the name, let's say, department D, and I would like to finish it, and I would like to save them, right? And you want to write description, you can write it, right? But I will not write it, so simply save import. Now let us check whether we have got the data or not first thing first, right? So open this table and you have the data. Open this and you have the data. Open this and you have the data. Open this and you have the data. So every table has those Excel files, you know, the data from those Excel files which we actually imported. Perfect. This looks very nice. Now what happens is that, now this is what the part 1 of this video, where you learn today that how to import the, you know, Excel file. Similarly, you can import the text file as well. I'll go ahead and upload the video very soon, just don't worry about that. Now the thing is, which is the important part of this, the part 2 is, if you are in a, you know, a situation where every day these files are being sent to you by the client, you know, by some another team, and then what happens is that every day you have department A file, department B file, department C file, department D file, but the data is, you know, changed every day. Please ensure that the file name should be same, right? Department A has to be department A, department B has to be exactly like this, because this is what we have actually, you know, saved in our steps. So file name is going to be same, but under this department A, our data would be different, right? So what you're doing is, when these files are mailed to you, you are going to save them in your this D drive, and thereafter, as usual, you open this database and you start doing, you know, the same stuff again and again, right? So what you'll do is, let us quickly delete this. I'm simply pressing delete key, so this is deleted, and I'm going to delete this as well. And please note that in Access you really can't do undo. If your table is deleted, it is going to be deleted. You cannot get it back. Like in Excel we do Control Z, right? So we get it back. There is an undo option, but in this Access this does not work. So now all the tables are empty. Now you have a different data because it's a different day. So what will you do? Obviously you click on this table and you right click over here and you say that import. What do you want to import? You want to import Excel. So you click on this and you go to the file and you choose this file again, department A, and you open it and you say OK, and then you go to the next, you go to the next, I don't want, no primary key, next, and then import to the table. So which table exactly you want this data to be imported, right? So I'm going to write here the name of my table, which is already existed table, which is department A, and I'm going to say finish. Overwrite existing table, yes, I want to overwrite it, and close it, right? So if I click here, I see that my data is back, right? So these steps are going to be done every time. And just imagine if you are importing 10 to 15 files every day, then it is actually going to give you a tough time if you do it manually. So no need to do that manually, right? Provided your workbook has a same name which we recorded, like department A, department B, and the same number of these columns, like we have the 2 columns, employee ID and qualification. Nothing is changed, only the numbers are changing every day. You're getting a new data, but the same headers and the same file names. So what you can do is, or maybe if you're getting, let's say somebody sending you department A data, but he has changed the file name. Let's say he has given you some sort of this name, space and department. So what you can do is you can even rename them, right? You can rename this department as department A, DEPT, right? You can rename this file according to your the steps which you have recorded. So no problem in that. Now come to this. Now we know that all the tables are empty, as you can see here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run those macros. I would say import steps, not the macros exactly. Saved imports, and this time we'll run what? We'll run first A, department A. So run this. Overwriting existing table, yes. All objects were imported successfully, perfect. Now come to this B part. Run this. Yes, yes, successfully imported, perfect. Now we don't have a C, right? So we'll see that department C will have some content or not, the table, So we'll run this. Now all the queries are run. Now let us come back and see if we have got the data or not. So we have got the data in department A, we have got the data in department B, department C is still empty, as you can see, and department D we have got the data. Awesome, right? So that's magnificent, right? This option is actually a very good option. You can use it whenever you are doing something which is very easy, but it involves a lot of steps for you, right? So I would say this is awesome, right? And moreover, you don't even have to keep these tables. For example, if I'm going to delete this like this, I'll keep C, because C we haven't got those steps in the save import. So now if you press this, and let's say I'm going to run this B, run, objects were imported. Alright, run this, this is going to be imported. Run this, and this is again going to be imported. Now let's see, close, you see that the tables are back. So even let's just open this and see if we have got the data or not. So we have the data, right? Whereas C is still empty because it is not saved in this window, right? So similarly you can do for the saved export as well. I'll go ahead and upload the video on the same very soon, but this is how you can actually make your work very easy. And trust me, these things can actually make you very fast and very awesome in MS Access database, right? So I hope you like this tip, and if you like this tip, don't forget to click on the like, and guys, do subscribe to my channel as well. And one thing more before I wrap up, I have just started this videos on the MS Access. So far we have actually immensely dedicated this YouTube channel to the Excel and the VBA, and we have already crossed 100 videos on the Excel and the, let me show you, you have the playlist here. Now you can see here that you have different categories on the Excel, right? You have the D family, you have the what if analysis videos, you have the dashboard making videos, you have the conditional formatting. So far I have just uploaded one video on the MS Access database. You go and watch this video as well. This is again a very good video, and this will give you a very good insight on the parameter query, right? And so this is going to be my second video on the MS Access database. So do watch this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll come up with another interesting video. Till then, stay happy and enjoy your learning. Bye bye. Thank you.